Welcome to a journey through the heart of the American South. North Carolina is a land of incredible diversity, where the peaks of the Blue Ridge Mountains meet the rolling hills of the central Piedmont before reaching the golden sands of the Atlantic coast. Known as the Tar Heel State, this beautiful region is home to over 10 million people and offers a landscape that changes with every mile you travel. From the misty trails of the Great Smoky Mountains to the historic lighthouses guarding the Outer Banks, there is a sense of wonder here that is hard to find anywhere else. You can explore the site of the first powered flight at Kitty Hawk, or wander through the halls of America's largest private home. Whether you are looking for outdoor adventure, deep historical roots, or simply a quiet place to watch the sunset over the water, North Carolina has something special waiting for you. Get ready to discover the vibrant cities, charming small towns, and breathtaking natural wonders that make this state a top destination for travelers from all around the world. Let us begin our exploration of the best places to visit across this magnificent state. The Blue Ridge Parkway is often called America's favorite drive, and it is easy to see why. This winding road stretches for 469 miles, connecting the Great Smoky Mountains in the south to the Shenandoah National Park in the north. As you travel along this scenic highway, you will find yourself surrounded by some of the oldest mountains on the planet. One of the most famous stops along the way is the Lynn Cove Viaduct. This massive bridge was an incredible engineering feat designed to hug the curves of Grandfather Mountain without damaging the fragile environment below. If you enjoy hiking, you cannot miss Linville Falls, where powerful water plunges into a deep, rugged gorge. For those who want to reach the very top of the world, a short drive and a quick walk will take you to the summit of Mount Mitchell. At 6,684 feet, it is the highest peak east of the Mississippi River. Throughout your journey, you will find hundreds of overlooks where you can pull over and take in the endless layers of blue mountain ridges. Whether you visit in the spring to see the pink rhododendrons in bloom at Craggy Gardens, or in the autumn to witness the hills turn into a sea of red and gold, the Parkway offers a peaceful escape into nature. It is a place where the journey itself is the main attraction. Great Smoky Mountains National Park is the most visited national park in the United States, and for good reason. Straddling the border between North Carolina and Tennessee, this world-renowned park is famous for its ancient mountains and the natural blue mist that often clings to the peaks and valleys. This hazy fog, which looks like smoke rising from the forest, is what gave the mountains their famous name. The park is a paradise for outdoor lovers, featuring over 800 miles of hiking trails. One of the most popular paths leads you to Clingman's Dome. At 6,643 feet, this is the highest point in the park. From the observation tower at the summit, you can enjoy a 360-degree view that stretches for over 100 miles on a clear day. If you prefer to see the sights from your car, a drive through Cades Cove is a must. This lush valley is surrounded by mountains and is one of the best places to spot local wildlife. It is very common to see white-tailed deer, wild turkeys, and even black bears roaming through the open fields. Along the way, you can also explore well-preserved log cabins, churches, and grist mills that show what life was like for the early settlers in the 1800s. Whether you were chasing waterfalls like Laurel Falls or simply enjoying the quiet of the deep woods, the Smokies offer a truly timeless experience. Chimney Rock State Park offers some of the most dramatic views in the entire state. The park is named after its most iconic feature, a massive 535-million-year-old granite monolith that towers high above the surrounding landscape. To reach the top of this incredible rock formation, you can take a series of stairs or a convenient elevator that travels right through the mountain. Once you stand on the summit, you are treated to a breathtaking 75-mile panoramic view of Lake Lure and the rolling Blue Ridge Mountains. Beyond the rock itself, the park is home to a variety of trails that cater to every skill level. If you are looking for a challenge, the Skyline Trail takes you to the highest point in the park, offering even more secluded vistas. For those who love the sight of falling water, the Hickory Nut Falls Trail leads you to the base of a stunning 404-foot waterfall. This is one of the tallest waterfalls east of the Mississippi River and was even featured in the famous movie The Last of the Mohicans. As you explore the rugged cliffs and narrow rock crevices like the Needle's Eye, you will feel the ancient power of these mountains. Grandfather Mountain is one of the most iconic and recognizable peaks in the high country. Standing at nearly 6,000 feet, this ancient mountain is famous for its unique shape, which many say looks like the profile of an old man sleeping against the sky. It is not just a beautiful sight, but a globally recognized nature preserve, home to dozens of rare and endangered species. The highlight for many visitors is crossing the famous mile-high swinging bridge. This 75-foot suspension bridge spans an 80-foot chasm and, as the name suggests, sits at an elevation of 1 mile above sea level. Walking across it provides a thrilling experience as the wind whistles through the cables and you look out over the vast Appalachian wilderness. For those who want to see the local residents up close, the mountain features natural habitat areas. Here, you can observe black bears, river otters, cougars, and bald eagles in large enclosures that mimic their life in the wild. If you are feeling adventurous, the rugged backcountry trails offer some of the most technical hiking in the South, with ladders and cables to help you scale the steep rock faces. Whether you are exploring the forest floor or standing on the wind-swept crags of the summit, Linville Gorge is often referred to as the Grand Canyon of the East, and it is one of the most rugged and spectacular natural wonders in the United States. Carved by the Linville River over millions of years, this deep canyon plunges nearly 2,000 feet below the surrounding rim. It was one of the first areas in the country to be designated as a wilderness area, which means it remains wild, untouched, and incredibly pristine. The most famous landmark here is Linville Falls. These powerful falls drop over massive tiers of rock, sending white water crashing into the deep gorge below. There are several trails and overlooks that offer different perspectives of the falls, ranging from easy walks to more strenuous climbs. For those who want to see the gorge from above, a trip to Wiseman's View is essential. From this rocky outcrop, you can look out over the vast expanse of the canyon and see the jagged peaks of Table Rock and Hawksbill Mountain standing tall against the horizon. Unlike many other tourist spots, the gorge offers a true backcountry experience. The terrain is steep, the forests are dense, and the trails are naturally kept. Linville Falls is perhaps the most famous and photographed waterfall in the entire Blue Ridge Mountains. Located at the gateway to the Linville Gorge, this spectacular three-tiered waterfall marks the spot where the Linville River begins its dramatic descent into what many call the Grand Canyon of the Southern Appalachians. The falls are a powerful display of nature, with the river gaining speed before plunging into a deep pool surrounded by towering hemlocks and ancient rock walls. Visitors can choose from several different trails that offer unique perspectives of the rushing water. The Irwin's View Trail is a popular choice, taking you through a beautiful forest to 4 different overlooks. Each stop provides a new angle, starting with the upper falls where the water first breaks and ending with a panoramic view of the entire falls spilling into the rugged canyon below. For those seeking a more intense experience, the Linville Gorge Trail leads you down to the very base of the falls. From there, you can feel the true power of the river as the spray from the crashing water cools the air around you. The area around the falls is rich with history and natural beauty. Pisgah National Forest is a sprawling wonderland of over 500,000 acres, draped across the mountains of western North Carolina like a lush green blanket. Established in 1916, it was the first national forest created in the eastern United States. This vast territory is a land of mile-high peaks, cascading waterfalls, and thick hardwood forests that offer some of the best outdoor recreation in the country. One of the most famous landmarks here is Looking Glass Falls. This 60-foot waterfall is one of the most photographed in the South, primarily because it is so easy to access, right from the main road. If you are visiting during the summer, a trip to Sliding Rock is essential. This is a natural 60-foot mountain waterslide where visitors can glide down a smooth granite rock face and plunge into a chilly pool of mountain water. For those interested in history, the Cradle of Forestry marks the birthplace of modern forestry conservation in America. It was here that the first forestry school in the nation was founded by George Vanderbilt in the late 1800s. The forest is also home to some of the highest mountains east of the Mississippi River. Nantahala National Forest is the largest of the 4 national forests in North Carolina, covering over 500,000 acres of wild and rugged terrain. The name Nantahala comes from a Cherokee word meaning land of the noonday sun, which refers to the deep, narrow gorges where sunlight only reaches the forest floor when the sun is directly overhead. This massive area is a true paradise for those who love water, mountains, and the thrill of the great outdoors. The heart of the forest is the Nantahala River, which is one of the most popular destinations in the country for whitewater rafting and kayaking. The cold, clear water flows through a scenic canyon, providing a perfect mix of exciting rapids and calm stretches for paddlers of all skill levels. If you prefer to stay on dry land, the forest offers hundreds of miles of trails, including segments of the world-famous Appalachian Trail and the Bartram Trail. These paths lead you through old-growth forests, past hidden waterfalls, and up to the summits of high peaks like Waya Bald, where a historic stone lookout tower provides incredible views of the surrounding states. For a more relaxed experience, you can drive the Cherokee Skyway, a scenic highway that winds through the clouds and offers spectacular overlooks of the forest below. Looking Glass Rock is one of the most recognizable geological landmarks in the southern Appalachian Mountains. This massive granite dome rises abruptly from the forest floor of the Pisgah National Forest, creating a sheer rock face that is a sight to behold. It gets its name from the way the sunlight reflects off the granite when water or ice covers the surface, making it shine like a giant mirror or a looking glass. For those who enjoy a good hike, the trail to the summit is a favorite among locals and visitors alike. The path winds through a lush forest of hardwoods and tunnels of mountain laurel before reaching the top of the dome. Once you arrive at the flat granite summit, you are rewarded with an incredible view of the surrounding mountain ridges and the deep green valleys below. It is the perfect spot to sit back, catch your breath, and soak in the vastness of the North Carolina wilderness. If you are not looking to hike, you can get a fantastic view of the rock from several overlooks along the Blue Ridge Parkway or from the valley floor near the Looking Glass Falls. This giant stone monolith is also a world-class destination for rock climbers who come from all over to test their skills on its steep, smooth walls. Whether you are viewing it from a distance or standing on its sun-drenched peak, Looking Glass Rock stands as a magnificent testament to the natural beauty and rugged spirit of the state. Roan Mountain is a high-altitude wonderland that feels like a world of its own. Situated along the border of North Carolina and Tennessee, this massive mountain ridge stretches for about 5 miles and reaches elevations of over 6,000 feet. It is best known for being home to the largest natural rhododendron garden in the world. Every June, the mountain peaks are transformed into a vibrant sea of pink and purple as the flowers bloom across the high-altitude balds. One of the most spectacular features of Roan Mountain is the series of grassy balds, such as Round Bald and Jane Bald. These are wide, open mountaintops that are not covered by trees, offering hikers some of the most stunning 360-degree views in the entire Appalachian Range. Walking along the Appalachian Trail here feels like walking through the clouds, with nothing but emerald green grass beneath your feet and endless blue ridges on the horizon. The mountain is also famous for its unique ecosystem, featuring rare plants and a dense forest of red spruce and Fraser fir trees that fill the air with a fresh, pine-like scent. Even in the middle of summer, the air up here remains cool and crisp, providing a perfect escape from the heat of the valleys below. Banner Elk is a charming mountain village nestled in the heart of the high country, sitting perfectly between two of the South's largest ski resorts. Known as the entertainment capital of the Blue Ridge, this small town offers a wonderful blend of outdoor adventure, fine dining, and small-town hospitality. It is a place where you can experience the thrill of the mountains during the day and enjoy a sophisticated meal by a fireplace in the evening. During the winter months, Banner Elk becomes a hub for snow sports, with Sugar Mountain Resort and Beach Mountain Resort just minutes away. Visitors flock here to ski, snowboard, and go ice skating under the stars. However, the town is just as vibrant in the warmer months. You can take a ride on the Wilderness Run Alpine Coaster, which is the first of its kind in the state, or go horseback riding through the lush mountain trails. For a more relaxed pace, a visit to the local wineries and apple orchards provides a taste of the region's rich agricultural roots. One of the highlights of the year is the Woolly Worm Festival, held every October. This quirky and beloved tradition draws thousands of people who come to watch caterpillars race to predict the upcoming winter weather. Asheville is a vibrant mountain city that perfectly blends creative energy with deep historical roots. Tucked away in the Blue Ridge Mountains, it is often called the Land of the Sky and is famous for its eclectic art scene, world-class food, and unique mountain culture. It is a place where you can find street performers playing traditional mountain music right next to modern art galleries and craft breweries. The crown jewel of the city is the Biltmore Estate. Built by George Vanderbilt in the late 1800s, it remains the largest privately owned home in the United States. This massive French Renaissance chateau features 250 rooms and is surrounded by 8,000 acres of beautifully landscaped gardens and rolling hills. Exploring the grand halls and the massive library feels like stepping back into the Gilded Age. Downtown Asheville is equally fascinating, known for its stunning collection of Art Deco architecture and its walkable streets. You can visit the River Arts District, where former warehouses have been transformed into hundreds of working artist studios. Here, you can watch painters, potters, and glassblowers at work before heading to a local brewery for a taste of the city's famous craft beer. Lake Lure is a place of stunning beauty, often called one of the most beautiful man-made lakes in the entire world. Nestled in the heart of the Hickory Nut Gorge and surrounded by the towering granite cliffs of the Blue Ridge Mountains, this emerald green lake covers 720 acres and features 27 miles of winding shoreline. It was created in the 1920s when a dam was built across the Broad River, and today it serves as a peaceful retreat for travelers from all over. The lake is perhaps most famous for its connection to Hollywood. It was a primary filming location for the 1987 classic movie Dirty Dancing. Fans from around the globe visit to see the spot where the famous lake lift scene took place, or to stay at the historic 1927 Lake Lure Inn and Spa, where the cast and crew lived during production. Every year, the town celebrates this cinematic history with a dedicated festival that brings the music and dance of the film back to life. Beyond its movie fame, the area offers endless ways to enjoy the water. You can take a guided pontoon boat tour to learn about the history of the lake, houses, and the mountains, or spend a relaxing afternoon at the wide, sandy beach. Dry Falls is one of the most unique and popular waterfalls in North Carolina because it gives you the rare chance to walk directly behind a roaring curtain of water without getting wet. Located along the scenic Gorge, this powerful waterfall cascades 75 feet over a massive overhanging cliff. The name Dry Falls comes from the fact that the rock ledge stays dry enough for visitors to walk all the way across the path tucked behind the fallen water. The walk from the parking area is short and paved, making it accessible for most visitors. As you descend the stairs, you will start to hear the thunderous sound of the river and feel a cool, refreshing mist in the air. Standing behind the falls is an incredible experience. You can see the sunlight filtering through the wall of water and feel the sheer power of the river as it crashes into the pool below. It is a perspective of nature that most people rarely get to see so closely. While the path behind the falls is usually dry, the mist can sometimes make the ground a bit damp, especially after a heavy rain. In the winter, the falls can transform into a spectacular scene of giant icicles and frozen mist, creating a shimmering palace of ice.